always trying to integrate mission, discipleship, and leadership. So it's not just about discipleship, it's about making disciple makers. And when someone becomes a disciple maker, that's that shift from discipleship to leadership. So it's
Mm,
not just are we doing a lot of things and creating an environment for people to grow, but are we training them in a way that they can provide that kind of atmosphere, environment for other people to grow. And one of the things that we found just kind of over years of experience is that we were focusing so much on discipleship and helping people become disciple makers. But we were giving them the right tools, all those different kinds of things. But we found, we were getting stuck about 3 or 4 generations in a church. And one of the kind of backward learnings was one of the reasons that we were getting stuck is because we weren't igniting people's personal calling. So at
mm,
the first and second generation of a church, people have an intuitive sense of calling, even if they haven't articulated it. But you get, 3 or 4 generations out, and people have no sense of calling. So you're asking the disciple people, you're handing them tools, and they really have no idea what it is you're asking them to do or how you're asking them to do it.
mm,
And one of the things that we found over and over again is one of the reasons that people don't make disciples is because they don't believe they have anything of value to offer people. And so, it's just even my own personal deal. I was afraid of this. Like I was afraid, I'm going to try and make disciples, but no one's going to want me to make disciples of them. And I had to realize, that lots of people were asking me to disciple them. They just weren't asking me to disciple them. They were seeing value that I was demonstrating in their life, and they're saying, I want to do that. I didn't hear that as a ask for discipleship. I had to relearn that. But
mm.
part of it also was learning to recognize what's the value that I bring to the table. And calling can help people realize what it is that they bring to the table. It provides its own intrinsic motivation to see God's placed things in me that I want to see happen. And if those things are going to happen, it requires me discipling other people. God's never given you a dream that it doesn't require discipleship to make happen
Got it.
to its full fruition. And so when you start igniting calling and dreams in people's lives, then there's an intrinsic motivation for making disciples because it requires disciples for that dream and that calling to come to fruition.